A devouring swarm threatens the galaxy, and the Modian Curators may be one of the only empires with the knowledge and the weaponry to stop them. Not to be too memey, but is it ever too soon to say everything is fine? Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris First Contact in our Clandestine Curiosity series. I want to kick off this episode by actually addressing a comment that I got yesterday, I think, from one of our channel regulars and members. Copper Hamster was telling me that one of the reasons that fleet development might be struggling a little bit, and it's a good thing to discuss because I actually haven't brought it up too much in the playthrough despite knowing the fact that it's a thing and that it could be a constraint. It's not a constraint, but it's worth bringing it up. So thanks again, Hamster, for mentioning this. One of the reasons that growing the fleet might be a little bit more challenging than I expect. I mean, right now it's fine, but one of the things I'm going to have to keep an eye on is that last row there in our rare resources. Minor artifacts are a resource that can be accrued now from various sites, and I have set up every site that I can. There's one in Siagawa as well that I need to go ahead and claim, but notice also that I have 2.9k. That's enough to build ships. The reason that Copper Hamster was mentioning it, not trying to put the spotlight on you, buddy, but I appreciate your feedback and your comment, so I wanted to address it really quick. One of the reasons is that when you look at ships that have ancient technology on them, which mine do, they actually all require those rare resources in order to be built. And so as I build larger and larger ships, it's going to be more and more challenging for me to build large numbers of ships at once. So thankfully, because I have 2.9k, that's a pretty good indication that that's not an issue at the moment, unless of course I misunderstood the comment, but still that's worth talking about because I haven't really mentioned it and it's newer. For those of you who maybe haven't been playing Stellaris as long, let's go ahead and activate cloaking here. We've got a few ships that have been detected and need to resume their shenaniganry. Yeah, for those of you who maybe haven't been playing Stellaris as long, and maybe you have played Stellaris for a long time, but you're not as familiar with the new mechanics of this update, minor artifacts are in fact a gatherable resource now, the same as many others. So, just as a heads up, that is in fact a thing. Let me go ahead now, and I'm going to activate cloaking here and send these ships on their merry way. I haven't done that apparently with a number of my ships. That's kind of weird. Now this ship here, hang on. Yeah, this one here, I will go ahead and send you on automatic surveying. You are close enough to be able potentially to spy on Deathlar. So can you maybe go just try spying on their homeworld, please? Because can you imagine if we were able to spy on the homeworld of this horde without being detected? That would be some clandestine shenaniganry, and I feel like that's worth trying to do. So I'm going to focus on that. Let's see what I can do with this construction ship, if anything. I have the ability... I don't have a lot of alloys, so I'm going to have to buy alloys to gain license to do this, and I don't have... I have quite a shocking energy shortage at the moment, so I want to be careful how much I buy. But I can sell this dark matter and get... How much dark matter am I making right now? Yeah, why not? Let's go ahead and just sell that. For the monies. I'll buy that a couple of times. And that'll give me some alloys with which to build my ever-growing network of hyper relays. Now, do I also need rare crystals? I do. So what are you telling me I don't have? Oh, it's already queued. Oh, it's building it right now. Duh. All right. Everything's fine. Let's go ahead and build one in Aculum. That makes sense. And then you are doing nothing, so let's go build one. Oh, we don't have the alloys for it, but we will soon.
Intellectual booty.
Aha! What did we just finish? Research speed plus 5%. I will take it. What else can we do? How about code breaking for our next, I mean, obviously, because we need to be able to spy well, but also tachyon sensors could be a good idea to keep an eye on stuff, maybe, perhaps. It'll be done a little bit sooner, too. Also the reactor booster. Oh man, so many choices. Yeah, let's go with tachyon sensors. That energy shortage is a problem and a half. The Garian Vestige has vanquished an ancient threat in the distant Zoblar system. Resource storage full. Yeah, check that out. Minor artifacts actually full, believe it or not. Now, sadly, there's no way to actually sell minor artifacts directly. What you have to do is go to this option, and you can sell them this way. And I don't think you can do it. Yeah, you can only do it so many at a time. We can, however, discover an L-gate insight this way. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. How many L-gate insights do I have? Oh wow, that might have been my last one. That could be useful. If we were able to get into the L cluster, I'm just saying, if we were able to be the ones that did that, I would be happy about it. We only have one system at the moment with access to the cluster. So one thing I might do, hang on, let's take a look at edicts. I've already got Fortify the Border turned on. Yeah, I'm really pushing it with my edicts at the moment. It's kind of ridiculous. It's worth it, kind of, sort of. Oh, energy shortage is gone. How'd that happen? Food shortage is a bit of a problem, but oh, you know what? It was probably because we had so many colonies developing at once. That was probably it. Either that or it was just due to the game just loading up, because sometimes the economy needs to... You know what? That's probably what it was. I was so, determined to talk about that comment at the beginning of the episode because it was a good comment, and it was something that I hadn't talked about a lot, that I might not have realized that shortage was just due to the in-game economy not having set itself up yet. My bad. Okay, so how about we do a couple of things here. We need gene clinics. On these new colonies, we pretty much need to just go all out. How are we doing on rare resources here? Good. All right, we need resource labs after that. And then did I see the... Yep, moat harvesting. Absolutely. Same thing here. Gene clinics. Research labs. And moat harvesting somewhere. I really need to stop scrolling around like this. No moat... Oh, yep, crystal mines. See, I knew there'd be a rare resource if I just looked. I could have just done that and looked at the crystalline caverns, but no. That would be too straightforward. Why would I do something that straightforward and obvious? Makes no sense whatsoever. It's just not like me. Okay. Nothing can be built here. Hyperlane Registrar would be good, though. Ice Mining Station also would be good, but do I have... You have Iroquois in that system. You know what? Do it. Do it. Just do it. Don't even feel bad about it. It's fine. I'm going to go ahead and... I'll put a detection array on here just for protection's sake, but I'm going to make this a full shipyard. So we're doing another shipyard on top of the one that's already there. And yes, I realize that I need to be using some of the alloys that I have to build hyper relays, for example. So I'm going to work on that too. Alright, so it seems like lots of science ships are getting detected immediately. So why don't you go ahead and return home, because I need to increase my cloaking capability. Basically, the Devouring Horde cannot be spied upon right now. Okay, so I guess one of the main things I should do at this point is just start assisting research. I need to be pushing research as much as possible. So let's take a look at sector output in order to find the planets that are producing the most research. The Delmouth, yeah, Port Eleanor, for example, is a major research world. I want you to assist research there. What else can we do? Modia. So Avonhead is another world that clearly needs research support. Now, these are not my best researchers that I'm sending to do this. So this will increase society research. Hang on, I want to see this. Physics research plus 12, plus 12, plus 12. What if I did this? Okay, so it is dependent upon their level. Check that out. It's an extra 2% for every level above 1. So this is 12. The level 1s are 10, which means the level 5, when he comes out of hyperspace in a little over a year. It's so funny that that takes so long, but I totally get it. It makes sense. If you take that risk, you have to be willing to let your ships be gone for a while. When he comes out of hyperspace, what that means is we're going to have... Sorry, just adjusting my headset real quick. What that means... Okay, anyway, got distracted after setting up my headset. So this science ship is going to have a bonus of 18%, I believe, for assisting research. Now, those level 1 ships will level up, for sure. All right, it's mainly alloys. Paradox Online disconnected. Rude. It's fine. It's mainly alloys that are slowing me down, which makes a lot of sense. All right, so diplomatic weight has been improved. All right, so we've got more ancient weaponry. I like the idea of having regenerative hull tissue. I feel like we're behind on researching that, but I should probably go for the techs that are a little bit more obvious. Let's go ahead and build these, because if I'm going to be building a bunch of new ships, I might as well...
Research complete.
The L cluster is almost within our reach. Research option gained. L gate activation. That is our final L gate. All right, so... Or L gate tech, I should say. Hang on, let me check something real quick. Have I already researched level 3? Yes, I have. So I'm a little bit behind on level 3 research for engineering. Let's get that done. What else? What else? What else? What else? I mean, I suppose I should go ahead and... Alright. Oh, I didn't mean to actually deactivate the thing I was researching. Finish tachyon sensors first, and then we'll talk about the L cluster. Oh, man. See, I want to build a station there first. This is our L gate. Oh, did I let food drop? I did. I let food drop all the way to 0. My bad. Tell you what, let's go ahead and... I'm at negative 29 right now per month. I want to buy... Not that much. I want to buy 50. And so that will probably take a chunk out of my energy a little bit, but that will ensure that whatever's causing the food shortage at the moment will resolve. Well, it won't ensure that it will resolve, but it will ensure that we have a little bit less of a problem with that. Didn't mean to let that drop all the way down. So what's that causing at the moment? Happiness dips. Yeah, see? It's going to be over in not too long, though. Okay, so now you're wanting... me to pledge to you again. And what else? You know, I've got the additional alloys. Let me see if there's other upgrades that I can do. Yeah, Neville's Bay looks like it's ready for a city district. Any other colonies? Yep. Normuth. Normuth. Normuth is also ready. I freaking love that colony name. Makes me so happy. Makes me happier than it should. Ah, damn. Yeah, I forgot about this. So these are going to always come in pairs, unfortunately. Unfortunately. And now, yeah, we are seeing a bit of an energy shortage now that I've fixed the food problem. So... there we go. We would like to purchase this service. I need the continuing research boost from the curators, period. So we're going to keep going for that. But... anyway, so I might have some upgrades I can do in my colonies in just a second. But there's another thing that I can do, which is I can go ahead and build this research station down here, and I need to get that done. You are building the hyper relay, very good. So why don't you go ahead and build one in Velderam, please. That one is built in Shinnik. All right, we need a little bit more before we can build them in Fancor, but at least my ships have the ability to travel at very high speed through this core highway. It's still being built up, but once they reach this main highway, it'll be easier to travel in between systems.
Complete.
All right, Fleet Academy and Naval Logistics Office have been researched. What else can I do? Hypercoms Forum, might be time for that. Capital buildings. Provide additional resources from jobs and improve upkeep from jobs as well. Also, there's a tile blocker tech. You know what? Let's go ahead and go for the resource boost. Just trying to get our economy, like, as strong as possible.
Space charts updated.
Not quite able, because we're building hyper relays faster than we can build ships. Faster than I can build up the alloys for ships. Need to keep an eye on my energy. All right, forced to decloak. Continuing to have ships forced to decloak. Not a fan of that. We have a couple of science ships that are in hyperspace, waiting to return home. We're also detecting a fair amount of incursions. They're being immediately detected and sent back. Monthly trade, okay, yeah. That's just warning me that I'm going to need to offset this. Yeah, there we go. And the warning went away. What kinds of upgrades can I do? Ooh, hello. Port Genevieve. You know what? You should have a generator district. I feel like I've been skimping on the generator districts a little bit this playthrough. Let's fix that, shall we? Let's generate more energy. The old-fashioned way, rather than using trade credits and all that nonsense, all that newfangled modern nonsense. Let's just start a power plant or two. How about that?
Intellectual booty.
Thank you, Barnaby. Tachyon sensors are done. Gateway travel can be unlocked. Encryption can be improved. L-gate activation. Do I do it? Here's the thing. If I do this and there is a significant threat, there's a good chance that it will really mess up the Dothakan Horde. There's also a chance it'll mess me up, but I mean, they have multiple L-gates in their territory. Hang on, let's take a look at this. I forgot I'm at war right now. This is a bigger war than I thought. Alright, where are their L-gates? I know there's at least two. There's that one. There's that one. There's that one. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If the Grey Tempest were to come through the L-gates, that would really allow me... It would be somewhat methodical of me, but it would be a way to hurt that horde in a way that I wasn't directly responsible for. Because they've definitely annihilated the Thorquil Pact over here. It's a bit of a problem. Alright, so we've got that resource bonus there. Starbase capacity +2. That is tempting. So is this. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and build the additional starbase capacity because if I'm going to go through the L-gate, I'm going to need that. It's probably too late for it. The Dothakan Horde has just insulted me. That's cute. Let's close our borders to them. Let's declare a rivalry. Which will probably piss them off, but it'll give me more influence, so I'll take it. Now, why are you saying my intel is falling on them? Yeah, that makes no sense. As soon as I have a little bit more intel, I should be able... What I need is better encryption, I guess. Yeah, the relative encryption is -2. So I need to improve that before I can really start hacking them too much. But I would really love to mess with them a little bit, and I'm going to do that if I can. Ah, Normuth is ready for its new building, so let's pause for a moment and see what we can do here. Commercial zone's probably a good idea. Let's go ahead and just do that. Alright, politics. Minus 25% influence cost to veto or propose resolutions. Each envoy assigned to the galactic community provides an additional 2.5% diplomatic weight. Whenever resolution that you supported passes, gain 1 favor on the empire that proposed it. Ooh. Heck yes, that would be a good way to get favors. So basically, if I vote in favor of anything proposed by anyone else, and it passes, regardless of whether my vote was instrumental, I get a favor, which gives me more. That's really handy, actually. I almost feel like that should be something that's just kind of automatic across the board, and that ascension perk should bolster it. Or not ascension perk, but that tradition should bolster that, you know? That feels a little bit more appropriate. Okay, Ancient Refinery, I suppose? Yeah, let's do an Ancient Refinery here on Neville's Bay. The Ancient Refineries are going to really help in a lot of ways. So I have a lot of volatile motes. I need to stop myself like right now and actually see what I can do with those. Because volatile motes are used for the improvement of alloy production buildings in particular. And if I have alloy production buildings that I haven't improved yet, that's, shall we say, an opportunity. That's a definite opportunity. Yeah, see, there's even some research buildings that I haven't fully upgraded yet, so... Hang on. Yeah, this is worth doing for a second. Let's sell a little bit more. Okay, that requires planetary administration, so that makes sense. But are there any others that I overlooked? Research buildings specifically? No. Okay. I can ascend some planets, most likely. I'll have to build up more unity to do it. Alright, so... yeah, go ahead and reinforce... well, no, let's build things into the Mahogany Fleet first. The Teal Fleet is in good shape. Where are you right now? Why don't you come back for upgrades real quick before I replenish you? Please and thanks.
We grow ever stronger.
Yes, we do. We're biding our time, for sure, but we are growing ever stronger. You're absolutely right, Barnaby. Alright, so let me go ahead and build, just kidding, not going to be able to do that just yet, but maybe now? Nope, just kidding. Really got to solve this energy shortage sooner than later. It's a problem. Alright, now you can absolutely build one in Ferodengraw. Thank you. Need to get that done. Governing ethics shift in the Union of Latrepian Stars. I don't even really care right now, to tell you the truth. Alright, so we have more refugees. Zirni refugees. Set rights. Residents. Everyone was so surprised with the way I handled the Hismans. It's like, listen, you should not be a problem for me right now. It's only through what the Modians did. What one Modian did. What one rogue Modian did. It's only through the unauthorized interference that we're having to deal with you. So I'm not eliminating them, but I'm also not going to just let them be sovereigns when the only reason that they're attempting to be sovereign is us. That doesn't make sense. So speaking of that, hang on. Let's see what kinds of modifications I can pull off, because I have some additional points. So I can take away solitary, create a template, and then apply this template. It'll only take...
Ledger of situations amended.
4 months. And those Hismans will take up less housing across the board. Kind of a good idea. Alright, so we have more refugees arriving. Let's take another look at this then. There will be residents. Yeah, I'm not going to deal with actually modifying any other of my Empire civilizations, any of my Empire species, until such time as they grow to a point that they're actually having an impact. Since we supported the revolution, the Zemraput Galactic Polity now owes us a favor. Okay, so we have completed our modification to the Hisma. Looks like we will soon be able to build battleships. I think alloy nanoplants are the first thing we need to build, though. Yes, absolutely. That is a huge drawback right now, both in the construction of ships. Again, it's not minor artifacts, even though minor artifacts is something to keep an eye on.
Technology secured.
All right, so now we have the project to activate the L-gate. We have done it. Okay, looks like I will have the ability to build additional... Yeah, why don't you go ahead and build a hyper relay in Fionis. We can activate the L-gate. Code breaking. That is probably what I want the most. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Any other upgrades? Hello. I didn't see you. Alright, so mostly good. Might need to wait for minerals to build up before we see all upgrade possibilities. That's one of the reasons I might have missed a few. If I'm low on minerals, I can only do so many at a time, which is understandable. Mahogany Fleet, I want you to go ahead and upgrade, please.
Ships ready for action.
Fabulous. Thank you, Barnaby. Edith Seymour has developed new skills. Excellent. Wait, which new skills, though? Oh, nice! Leader experience gain. And this is just...
We grow ever stronger.
This is just some... Oh, no. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Are you one of our... Okay. She's one of our core researchers. And that's fine. Like, I'm glad you got that. I cannot wait to have access to those alloy nanoplants. Not megafurgers, but nanoplants, because we have so many volatile motes. Here we go. Here we go. You will report for immediate extraction. You're insane. Goodbye. So, another race that's going to get elevated. The fact that it's happened twice in one playthrough is a little bit annoying. But we'll take it. It's Stellaris. It's randomized. And these things happen. These things do indeed happen. I should have closed my borders to them, then they would never have been able to do any of this. Think about that for a minute. I didn't realize that was an issue, but I absolutely could have just closed my borders to them. They probably would have declared war on me. But that's hilarious. How are we looking compared to them, by the way? Equivalent in fleet power. That's a change. That's a big change. All right, let's go ahead and reinforce the Mahogany Fleet a little bit more. Let's continue to turn things in that direction. Build some frigates for the first time. Good.
Research complete.
I want to be able to push back against them. All right, that's a big one. Habitability +5, minerals from miners +20%, planetary builds people. Ooh, see, that's a good one too. Let's go ahead and do that because it's such a small tech. It's going to be done in no time at all. But this is a pretty big. Oh, hello. What? Excuse me? Yes. I want an additional envoy. There's never enough shenaniganry in this series. Okay. Absolutely want another envoy. Okay. I need to figure out... Alright, I think I can buy some minerals there. I probably need to produce more minerals. The tech that I'm working on right now will help with that. But let me now take a look around and see what I can find. Oh, hello. Hello? Really? I can upgrade all 3 of those. See, this is what happens when you can finally upgrade things. When you can finally have the minerals to upgrade things, I should say. Okay. Alright, I will go ahead and build... So I guess it makes sense to upgrade as many of those commerce megaplexes as I can find, because those are producing... To the extent that they can be upgraded, to the extent that there are any ready for upgrades, they are producing energy, because that's what trade does. That's why you protect your trade value as much as possible, and I've been trying to do that. Right, I really, really, really want to get a station built there. I have additional trade value that I could find too, but I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Kind of a chill episode, isn't it? Like, not a lot going on. We're definitely biding our time, waiting to be able to really confront the Dothakan horde, and things are going well. The economy is balancing out. I'll probably get rid of that deal. Alright, the Dothakan horde can now use the existential expulsion Casus Belli against us. That's cute.
Technology secured.
Planetary build speed improved. Alright, so it might be time to research battleships. Might also be time to research the Citadel, but I'm going to go for the battleship first. We have 3 months until our starbase capacity improves, and I will be taking advantage of that. The Kerbal Station needs to be built up yesterday. Unfortunately, those defense platforms are not cheap, and they're especially not cheap when it comes to minor artifacts, which I don't have a ton of income in those. So, tell you what, more refugees arrived. Thorquell refugees. That's sad. Alright, so they're continuing to drive people out of their territory. We have 49 months until the next tradition is unlocked. I'm going to stop this episode here. In the next one, I'm going to keep pushing to upgrade as much of my alloy production as possible, because we've really just gotten started with that, having unlocked that technology. And also, we're going to try to resolve this energy shortage. One of the ways that I can resolve it is by producing more food. So that might be something that I do as we see colonies that need... You know, I could settle this tomb world with the Zirni. I could settle it right now, but I kind of want to terraform it, you know? We need climate restoration to terraform it. We can totally do that. But yeah, we're going to stop this one here and focus on continuing to grow the economy and getting ready to fight the Dothakan horde, because I'm confident about my chances against them given the amount of advanced weaponry that I have. So I think that if I just kept my forces close together and just brought as much pain as I could as quickly as possible, I think we could have a pretty good time with it. We'll have to see how it goes. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.